All right, guys. Okay. I'm getting ready to go live. Just give me a quick second. Ashley's about to join in a minute. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get situated. My stationery. Okay. It's not moving. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just getting situated so that y'all can hear me. And Ashley is going to join us shortly. So, be right back. waiting on Ashley. Hi, guys. Hey, I see my cousin Delisha in here. Hey, Delisha. Now, let me see. Oh, save my live. Okay, I will save my live. I'm looking for Ashley. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, now you can see me. Hold on. Hey. I see my girl Jill is on. Okay. We loading it up. Hey, Kamisha. Oh, I'm going to start reading these comments. Girl, they try to make it seem like you and Denise were crazy, and none of them had a real connection. Baby, I told you, I said, I can't wait for the reunion. I can't wait for the reunion. Because I was like, oh, this is very interesting. I was the baddest. Oh, that's cute. Thank you. Little Black Book. How you doing? I know I was trying to turn the live on while y'all, see my eye? I'm trying to learn how to do my eye makeup. I was trying to put some eyelashes on for y'all, but y'all just gonna have to get what you get tonight now. Let me see. Let me catch up on some of these messages right quick. Okay, I think I'm good now. So we're gonna talk tea. If you guys have questions. Oh, Kamisha just DM'd me. Okay. Ashley should be joining any minute. Was anyone real? Absolutely. I think everyone's real. I don't think, yes. I think people were real in their own ways, too. They needed to see more of me. Oh, that's so sweet. People were real. We're going to talk about it. So we're going to talk about that for true. The good guys got played on the show. Baby, it did seem like a theme. That's how it always goes, right? Oh, man. My family's here. Hey, Ashley. Hey, cuz. I see my cousin Ashley, my cousin Delisha. We're just warming up. I'm about to start asking questions. Symone, am I sitting in one of them church fellowship chairs? I am. This is my church fellowship chair. I sit in and I read the Bible. Just kidding. I don't read the Bible. I'm Catholic. But that is exactly what it is. Because my other chair is like my work chair and it got all my clothes on it. Because I don't like you know how it is. You wash your clothes. You don't put your clean clothes away for like 10 years. Now let me get situated. Ashley, now honey, I need you to come on here, Ashley. Let me catch up on these questions while we wait for Miss Ashley. She said, that's what I'm saying. Please save the live. Okay, I will. Hi. Drinks and conversations. Hey. Oh, Camille. LOL, she's about to call me. Keisha Cole. Oh, no, I was on here. See, I was on here. They tell, I'm new to this social media type of stuff. They said, turn it on so people can get situated and, join you and then get going. So that's what I was trying to do. I look good. Thank you. Oh, honey, this is a filter. I actually look very regular. I just learned about filters on lives. There you go. Let me catch on up. Oh, okay. Wait. So Swaggy B said, somebody, Clint said, I haven't changed it. Swaggy B said, I was waiting for you to say that you and Rashid were dating. We gotta talk about that when Ashley get on here. Ashley need to hurry her butt up, huh? Calfani's reveal has you DOA. Let me tell you something. I wanted to fight Calfani, okay? And I was like, Adriana, I'll fight him for you. You want me to fight him? And she was like, no. Which was good because I can't fight. So that would have been useless. He got all those muscles. Hey, Calfani do me like this. You know how when you're kids and they put their hand on your forehead and I'll just be, it'd be useless. Oh, you're shocked by how Calfani did that. Baby, I was shocked. It's getting my blood pressure up, y'all, when I think about it. I don't like when people do stuff like that to my nice friends. You can do it to my mean friends, not my nice ones. Okay. Oh, see, I got these different requests. Hold on, let me view the requests. Let me see maybe if one of them is with Ashley. Okay, no, not yet, Miss Wendy. Hold on. Let me send this. Okay, let me see. Let me send this to Ashley. There we go. When people are like over 35, it's not really easy to do this. Hey, love. I was just on Rashid's live too, but had to go see your other favorite. Oh, why? Thank you. What did I think about Naya? My face was like, that's my boo.
Hey, boo, girl, I had to get on with my iPad because
That's okay.
Hey, love.
Hey, Lauren, L Money. Hold on. Her friend called it. Adriana was not with you for the right reasons.
I see the comments.
Girl, they going in. They out here with the good questions.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to
little black butt
on my. I can't
said y'all better save the slide. Yes. Oh my God, it's 200 people on here, Ashley. It's 200 people on here.
I'm about to get on it with my phone. I'm gonna come right back in. Because I can't see nothing.
Allegedly. Okay, boo. We'll give you a moment.
I promise.
All right, Keisha Cole. We'll see you in a minute. Symone, y'all better save this man. Okay, we're gonna save this. Hey, Crystal, let me chiffon. Tell me, Symone, I looked beautiful. Oh, thank you. You know, y'all, my face was so fat. Here's the good news. I look like a little big chubby cabbage patch, you know, but they're kind, so that's okay. But I'm really excited because I found out I have a fibroid disorder. And that's what makes my face be all fat. It makes me moody and a fucking crybaby. And also it makes me very fatigued and tired. Just all of the things where I was like, this sucks. They are side effects of my thyroid disorder. And I'm so happy because I thought I was going to have to go vegan or something weird like that. No, I just got to take some medicine. So I'm good with that. Oh, what do I think about the Bear Cruise? I missed it. Somebody said I dodged a bullet with Jay. Yeah. But I don't get any joy in seeing other girls be hurt or misled or any of that. So it's not like oh, I told you. No, it's like, dang. It's like I had good intentions because I didn't want anybody to feel like they could have been exploring options with other people, but put all their eggs in a basket of someone who wasn't being sincere or wasn't being transparent. You know, as an attorney, I'm all about the facts. Just let me know everything so I can make the best choice for me. And I knew that Edward had a connection with Joy. And I was like, she should just know that, maybe Edward's a little more sincere than her other options. Same thing with Wynter. There were a lot of people that like Wynter. You did not see all of Wynter's dates. And the same thing, she should have the opportunity to just kind of know about all her opportunities and, make her choice based on what the facts really are versus when they tell us what they think we want to hear. All right. Am I still talking to Rashid? I am talking to Rashid. Rashid is like a voice of reason. I can call him. I can ask him for advice. And normal stuff like that. And so we should date. You should tell him that. I'm the girl who I'll put my interest out there, and then you have the opportunity to use it or lose it. But I think what's most important, especially when you meet somebody on a show like this, is that you don't rush anything. Because as soon as you come off the show and, you start being a public persona, your life changes. So I just think it's very important if you do want to pursue something with somebody, you give them some time to just kind of get readjusted and acclimated to this weird life that we got now. Oh, Felicia, thank you. Symone, I told the truth. I should have remained. Oh, thank you. Somebody said, don't call Ashley. Keisha called y'all and said, I love me, Ashley. Y'all gotta remind me, am I getting it removed? Oh, it's not fibroids, it's my thyroid. It's actually in my neck and it's actually really swollen and yeah. Am I getting it removed? I actually already got my fibroids removed. That's why I had that little C-section scar. There's some mean people who are like, her swimsuit, is that hair? No, bitch, it's a fibroid surgery scar. It's like a C-section scar. Would I date Rashid? He's a real one. You know what? As long as he's the Rashid I know at the resort, I would absolutely date him. So far, so good. I think that's who he is. But I say that because, who someone is on TV isn't necessarily who they are in their real life. That's just a fact. That's everybody, everybody can't be the same. And for a lot of the people on the show, it's kind of good. They way better in real life. Naya, hilarious, amazing. Me, hilarious, amazing, kind. But you wouldn't see that. You wouldn't necessarily get that from, watching. Somebody said they love how Tommy said he was proud of you. Oh, That was really nice. And like people are like, so, oh, here we go. Hold on. No. Let me get these little crests. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Let's see if she got it now. How did I feel about what Calfani did to Adriana? Okay, as soon as we get on with, I'm about to talk about that
I'm
right
not
now.
Keisha Cole, baby.
No, you're
I've been
not.
on here.
No, you're not. Oh, I don't even know where to start, but let's just jump right in.
I've been listening, girl.
Can you see any of the questions? I can read them.
Yes, I can see them.
Okay, cool.
Somebody said you're a comedian.
Actually, I was. I have done stand-up before. I need to practice better. Oh, not the microphone. Okay,
Hello.
we're gonna start with somebody asked the Calfani question about what I thought about that situation. We're gonna start with that, but towards the end, we need to end with y'all. Remind me to tell y'all why Ashley is like Harriet Tubman, and she like she saved me from the Underground Railroad, which was really like a really horrible, terrible day. I had no business being on when I flew to Atlanta very, very recently. We'll get to that later. Okay.
Hey y'all.
All right. Let me keep this situation. This sucker probably gonna fall and slip in a minute. Your cousin.
Girl, let me cut my ring light on. I'm kind of dark. Okay. You know, I don't need extra light, but I probably need a little bit.
So I think one of the first questions, I keep seeing it a lot, is what did I think of the Calfani Adriana situation? Oh, I was hurt for her. I was so hurt on the stage. Like some of those funny faces they were showing me making, I was really like making them to the Calfani Adriana thing as I heard it. Cause first of all, when he was like, I had a note taped to my door, like an eviction notice. Sir, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're lying.
I heard you say that. I'm like,
you're lying in the court. Okay, maybe not all the way. That's how I felt.
Oh
no, that's how. Okay, what he said. So I'm gonna give y'all what all was said on the stage. Okay, put a thumbs up if you think it sounds right. Put a thumbs down if you think it's some BS. So what was
listening.
What was said was he came back like the day he came back from the show. He goes to his door. No, I guess you don't knock on your own door. He goes to his door and it's a note taped to his door from his ex-girlfriend who lived in another country. But she came back to from her country. She got in with she came to America. And I said, how'd she get in there with COVID? They cut that part out. Everybody was like, mind your business. I had questions because I think this was some bull. So he was like, she knocked on the door and, she didn't knock on the door. Sorry. She put the note and I'm like, and he was like, well, something like she had been in another country or something. She had to leave. She's from another country. She had to leave and go to her country to do whatever. And then she came back, I guess, because she missed him. I don't know. Or she got citizenship. I don't know. That's not my business. But either way, I'm like, that's real suspicious timing. Because let me tell you what I'm not going to do, baby. If I'm in a whole nother country, I'm not about to come to this country if my ex-boyfriend is out somewhere else. I'm not about to come to America at all unless I know somebody that's going to open that door. It's COVID. Okay?
True.
And
so what you think happened?
I think you might have had her the whole time.
Like, at the house?
No, I think he was probably dating her the whole time.
Oh.
That would be my guess. Somebody when would you go just surprise somebody in another country without knowing? How do you know somebody gonna be home?
I mean,
okay, so we gonna wrap that one up, and we gonna move along. But I did, and all right, like, I'm like, part of it too is I was like, okay, she wasn't black, right? She wasn't black. So I was just kind of like, You are this king, and you want your queen, but queens don't come from that country. They got something else going on. But those are not queens. No. I don't know. Can I say these things? Censor me. You know that I have
you
can. Okay.
You can say it, but I'm just saying. It's
not like you can't like whoever you want. I just thought that was, some guys you meet them, you be like, he like white girls. But like, that wasn't like, I love my sisters. I only date my sisters. His children are black women. So I was just surprised that it was an other from another country. All right, let's carry on, guys. What's next? Oh, what country? I'm not gonna say what country, but I'll say I'm not supposed to say that either. I'll say she's not white. She's not black, but she's not white. If anybody cares, I don't know if that makes it different. Okay, we're freezing a little on Ashley's side, I think. Oh, Ashley gone. Well, she'll ask to come back again. I like you and Rashid. Somebody said they like me. I'm mad that nobody ever makes it from these shows. Can we talk about that, please? Yes, hold on. Here we go. Ashley's coming back on. Yeah, let's talk about how. No, she wasn't white. Let me say that. She wasn't white. She was from another country. She wasn't white. Um, but let me just wrap that situation up to say, I just felt like of all the couples, they were the one I was like, they're gonna be rocking because she used to glow. Like, so here's some funny tea. So some people are really coming down on Adriana, like, oh, it was wrong for you, like when Rashid came to you thinking he should leave and you encouraged him to stay. Well, actually, in real life, around like week 3, I could tell that she was really starting to feel Calfani. And I went to but Calfani kinda was having an interest in me. So I went to him and I was like, hey, Calfani, I just want to let you know my girl is really feeling you, you know, and don't be shy about pursuing that because she just glows when you're around. And he was like, well, what about you? And I was like, well, I think you're cute too, but I don't want to get beat up by Denise. So, you know, focus on those girls. And he started laughing. And then he was like, well, wait a minute, but you like Rashid. So are you being sincere or is this strategy? And I said, both. Come to find out, around that same time, at some point, Adriana actually had gone to Rashid. It was like, I never knew this happened until recently. And was like, hey, Rashid, I think Symone's a really nice girl. You know, you should definitely explore all of your options and, you know, not just put all of your eggs in one basket. And that was probably around the time that she knew, like, hey, I think I really like this guy. And I don't want Rashid to feel like I monopolized his time. So I just say that to say she was transparent. It may not have came off that way on TV, but she actually very much was.
Okay, so I have a question.
Go for it.
Okay, so my question is, which one of your castmates do you feel like was the same on camera and off?
Actually, I would say Denise. Denise is the same. Chris. Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm Denise, Chris, Rashid, and Jay. Jay is the same. And that, like, on the show, he doesn't come across as like grimy or anything. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman on the show. He is a gentleman in real life. Everyone knows I get on his nerves, but every time I've seen him out, he has been a gentleman. So
So what would you say was like your most fun part of this whole experience though?
After. The most part actually has been like hanging out with my castmates, getting to know them in real life. Because I came to know like why each and every one of them was chosen, what they bring to the table, why they're so dope. They teach me things. They help me grow. They just see the light in me. So getting to know them after has been a real joy, especially because I'm new to Houston. I've been here 6 months, and it's like I got my own little dysfunctional family.
Yeah. So what like who like from the cast are you most like cool with though?
Okay, so I be at Shay's house. Shay live up the street. I actually got to return some clothes that I borrowed from her when I was too drunk to spend the night. Shay, let me read these questions too. So Shay, Alicia, Naya, I've been out with them. I've been out with Alex, David. David be rescuing me. David rescued me from a boring place or a bad date. David, Rashid, pretty much all of them actually at some point or another. Pretty much all of them. I can't even name them all.
Ashley, you
asked surprise.
What? I don't know what they talking about. You asked me on put a ring on it. I don't know what they talking about.
Somebody said, where am I from? I'm from Dallas. What about Wynter? Yeah, I've been out with Wynter.
Are you going to? They said, are you going to?
Because I mean, I think that they excluded it. But what I had told her on the stage was, I said, because so one of the things I was mad about was afterwards, like when we left the show, you know, I found out that they were really trying to like get me off and were mad that Rashid and Brian didn't send me home. And then when we came back home, castmates would have events, and I had heard that like Wynter would be like, well, if Symone's gonna be there, I don't want to come. Well, then when we had our conversation on the stage, and she was like, this whole time I thought Symone was lying. I looked at her and I said, well, you know what? I can understand why you wouldn't want to hang out with me, or why you would do those things, because you thought my ass was crazy. You thought I was a whole grown woman out here pretending that a man like me who don't even want me, and that there is crazy. So I'm not even mad at it. It makes sense, because I wouldn't want to run around with a crazy girl either.
Either. Okay.
Either.
Well, some people ask me like a bunch of questions for you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have some, but they asked me. They said, "Who are you truly feeling from the show, and why?"
Rashid, because he's the same as he was there before, like on set in real life, and then like since then you have like more time to get to know the real person. Because I honestly didn't trust none of them niggas when I came up there. I was like, you up here trying to sell some, you up here, all y'all trying to sell some. Somebody want to be a trainer, somebody want to do this, want to do that, and the third. Well, in reality, so I had like this guard up, like, you know, y'all are full of shit until proven otherwise. But in reality, they're not like that. Like the other day, one of my castmates asked Anthony to be godfather to their child. He was like, wow. And I mean, because it's like they're all like really dope.
Yeah, they said, did you go get your man, Rashid? Did you get him? I mean, what y'all gonna do?
I'll never tell. Okay. I think he is great. I think he is great, but I don't want to put any pressure on any new situations, especially with this new weird TV situation. Because let me tell you, y'all viewers scared the hell out of me last week. Okay, I was on here minding my business.
Wow.
They talking about some Rashida shooting a shot at this other girl, and I'm like, y'all mind your business. We gotta understand it. But I'm just like, that's weird, you know? So that's what I was like.
On here, give us the real tea on Wynter and Anthony, because their energy was kind of off at the reunion.
So that edit was weird. So basically at that point, they're friends. They're not dating, but they're friends. She had expressed, you know, her concerns with him, and he acknowledged them, and he was basically like, yes, these are things that I have to work on. So they're not dating in that way, but they're friends. I mean, you can't not be Anthony friend. Like Anthony, he's like a woo, woo, woo. You know, he's a personal cheerleader. She said, yes, do take your time, ma'am.
They said, did you choose? Oh no, I don't think that was for you, because that looked like. Everybody want to know: have you found a romantic partner? Are you still on the market?
Hey, when I want to be. When I want to be. I mean, okay. Here's the thing, y'all. You gotta understand. Like, I for real grew. So I'm dating different now, y'all, and it's so fun.
Really?
It's so fun.
What that mean?
Somebody said, please stop switching up my accent. Girl, I can't help it. I've lived in different countries. I've lived in so many people. I lived in the East Coast for 12 years. So I have like a really annoying accent. My apologies. One day I'll learn sign language. I just trying to. But no, I think like I've learned to date in this different way. And so I'm getting all these great results. So I'm like, come this way, buddy. You know, and I'm really just making friends. I'm not even doing it to him. I'm not. I don't trust these niggas. I don't want to go to that.
What was the hardest thing you learned about yourself during the show?
I feel like Symone grew. I did grow. Oh, what I learned about myself is like, I have to ask for what I want. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm just reading the comments, girl.
Oh, okay. Oh, Wynter is thirsty. Actually, she's not. We're gonna go back. We're gonna circle back to that. Somebody said Wynter, she's thirsty. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think so after all this. Hold on. Somebody said, look at my favorite women live. Oh.
Hey, Koja.
So like so I grew a lot. Oh, and the other thing that I learned is put out there what you want. If you don't ask for what you want, you can't be mad when it's not giving it to you. So a lot of times what I would do is like, I would want this guy to, let's say, ask me on a date. Well, he wouldn't ask me, and then I would send a message that'll be like, oh, glad you're good, take care. Well, that's so freaking passive aggressive. When in reality, like, he thought, oh, you're pretty, you have these options. I thought, you know, you were just feeling me as a friend or whatever. So I asked for what I want. And then the other thing I learned to do when I'm mad, I don't just go off on people, right? I don't be like, your mama should have swallowed you, like I used to my ex. Yeah, I told him that. He's still mad about this to this day. He was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, everything. But like, I don't say those things anymore. I lead with my feelings. So I'll say, you know, it really hurt my feelings when you did this. I said, but I know you really care about me. So I know that wasn't your intention. Can you just tell me more about where you're coming from when you, girl, when I say you hurt my feelings to a man, they just melt like butter. It's beautiful. I wish I had learned it years ago. All right.
It's in the house. What's up, London? And y'all, I do see y'all comments to me. I do. That's why I'm
Hey, London. Oh, you know what? I bet I can only see my comments. I don't know. Maybe we could see both of them.
No, I'm saying everybody. You see?
Oh, okay. And your eyes are better than mine. Y'all had to get. I used to get eye injections in this eye. That's why my eye makeup on this eye looks slick. Ooh, so I don't have good vision. I like Wynter, and I think she is transparent like Symone. They just, yeah. I mean, it's what they chose to show. That it's what they chose to show. It made her look thirsty when in reality she's being told this, but it's being shown this. That's not fair. She is the realest, and she does have patience. That's why I love her. Save me from that terrible date, that man. Ugh. But that's me practicing dating. See, I didn't know he was a doctor. He was a homeowner. He had good credit. I did a little background check. He'd never been arrested. So I thought, sure, I'll fly to Atlanta for the weekend and let you entertain me. And that was crazy. And I ended up having to call Ashley in the middle of the night, and she ran and came and got me like Harriet Tubman, trying to rescue a slave from the Underground Railroad. We got to freedom, didn't we? And you let me stay on your sofa.
I did. You already know. You can always stay here when you.
Oh, absolutely. We can. Y'all can ask Ashley questions now. We'll see.
No, y'all can't ask me nothing. This is by Symone. What y'all want to know? I've been seeing y'all comments. I've been seeing it.
It's what.
5 pounds.
It's what to present it to. I don't know. Symone, I know how. You know you're from Houston, because I said like, oh.
Okay, so seriously, that's about Denise when she would not directly apologize.
Yeah.
About that, like, what did that? Because I saw everybody's face, like, wait, what? Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't forget the time when she was like, I'm gonna apologize on behalf of someone else, and I was like, wow, that's bold. So. I mean, I think that. She stood by what she did. She didn't feel like she did anything wrong. And I do think it's important when someone doesn't feel like they're going to change their behavior, go ahead, don't apologize. Because if you apologize, I'm going to expect change.
Right.
If you stick in what you've got,
right.
If you stick with what you got, I'm going to know this is who I'm dealing with going forward. And I won't deal with you.
Yeah. They said, let's talk about Joy and Jay. What do you think?
What did y'all think of that ending?
More of that beautiful connection. Y'all, this is about Symone. Don't ask me any questions. And y'all, pineapple's been dropped down up in here. I ain't got time.
Yeah, somebody said, I'm sorry that you felt such and such is not an apology. Yeah. That's basically an acknowledgement of their feelings and someone telling you, I see this is how you feel, but I'm not going to do nothing different. And it's important. I think it's important to know that, because that's how you know, okay, this will happen again. So you just have to decide to deal with it or not. So
yeah, and that's true. And that was just kind of horrible, because he did get a lot of flack. Anytime I think about him, I think of those words. I'm saying that, but yeah, it's crazy. I think Joy is healing and she's not ready. And that's something that I saw too. With her going through that stuff with her sister and stuff like that, I just feel like her getting into a relationship or even exploring that is something that would be difficult for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know her. She seems like she's really a level-headed, a nice, sweet person. You've had more interactions with her than I have. But she seems like she's a really nice person, but it just seemed like it's just wrong timing.
What? I'll go by what she shared. And what she shared on the stage was that she felt that Jay wasn't very romantic, and she was disappointed in the fact that he had basically only taken her on like 1 or 2 dates.
Mm-hmm.
The way in which I heard it, I received it as though she would have liked to go on more dates.
Okay.
So that's different. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, but he went to the funeral. It's my understanding he went to the funeral. He was there. He was gun-ho. And so I do not believe that he was trying to gas her or lie to her to see her in any way. Like, ain't no man in this. There's no man that I would allow in my presence who is, that type of a person. He went. He supported. He was there. But I think that, particularly when you're in an environment like ours, right, which is not the real world. You're in a bubble. You're living in a bubble, and the more different that you are from your real life, the less likely your relationship is gonna last. I think that's a testament to dating in a bubble versus dating in real life.
Yeah,
dating in the bubble, not one of those relationships is there today.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that he had only been, he said, like 1 or 2 dates with Joy. He and Wynter were out all the time.
For real?
Yeah. And it's not like it wasn't a secret. It was something that the cast knew. It wasn't a go. It wasn't like a go behind the back. Like the town, like people in town know. Like, so I was like, hold on. He went on 1 date with Joy, but he been on like 4 or 5 with Wynter minimum.
But why? Because I know Joy was his number 1. So if she was the number 1,
no, then... it was day by day. That's why I'm saying when people are like Wynter is thirsty, I'm like, nobody was thirsty. Well, yeah, but I'll say of them, I don't think either was thirsty. I think it was a day by day situation, and like I've seen him and Wynter out. Like we weren't out together. Like they were out. We were on the same place, and like he glows when he talks to her, and he, she'll be across the club. And he looking at who she's talking to. And one time she was talking to one of my homeboys, and he went around. He was like, "Oh, you know her?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "That's so cute." Like they're both very adorable couples. So, but to be clear, it's not like nobody's like sneaking behind anybody's back. Everyone's adults. They're exploring things. But I did. And what was funny is Nephew Tommy had asked a different couple, like, "Hey, has anybody seen them around town?" And somebody was like, "That's the wrong couple." Ooh. I think he was supposed to ask that question when Jay and Wynter were on the stage, but I guess he got his people confused. But I mean,
you be so shady. You be so shady, and you just come out like whatever. He just
it wasn't like it's a public thing, and if you've seen him out, it's cute. I'm sorry, it was cute. Oh, okay. Like they were at this Christmas party and they were all dancing. So she had on like this gorgeous white dress, and he had on this trench coat. He looked like little Inspector Gadget with this trench coat on and this little hat. And he's just dancing with it. It was so funny. Go ahead.
So someone asked, are you still asking all of these inappropriate questions when you first start dating a man?
So first, no. Second, I wasn't asking inappropriate questions to guys that I was interested in. So like David, when I was like, "Oh, did you go for prostitutes?" Like I was killing time. I wasn't interested in David. David was fun. I was killing time. So to be clear, the way I talk to somebody who's my homeboy, I crack jokes with him. It's totally different than the way I talk to someone that I'm exploring for a serious nature. So no, I don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, that the time when Mother MF and Life quote, I was like, "Whoo!"
Wait, what part?
That was funny. Somebody was talking about Wynter's quote. She was like, "You can have the time of your MF and life." I was like, "Oh, get it, girl."
So besides Rashid, you didn't feel like you had a deep connection with anybody really on that show?
I mean, I like Jay.
Do you think that
at first it was Jay and it was Rashid? And I mean, let's be honest, with my criteria, because for me, you have to have at least your college degree. Can't have kids outside of wedlock. It really narrowed down. I had like 4 people to choose from. And I did expand those. I dated, people that did not fit that criteria. And then I just just, I'll narrow it down to those two. I was like that. And I can't be fake. You know, I can, because it was like, well, at one point, certain people were like, well, find somebody else you like so you can stay for Rashid. And I was like, that's not fair to people who are going to, who really like that person. And secondly, I'm not a good actress. So I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't like kissing people. I don't like kissing people. And more than that, I was like,
I need to know, who was your picks? Who was your,
all right,
like,
so
one,
in the beginning, yeah, it was Jay, Rashid, Jay, Rashid. It was really Jay, Rashid, but I added Brian in there because I had to have a third one. Jay, Rashid, Brian.
Okay, so why did it stop with Jay? Because you felt like he was like what?
Oh yeah, no, he would he would lie to the other girls about me. He'd pretend like he wasn't interested in me. Like my final thing was, we sat there, they showed it at the reunion part 1. We sat there at the pool and he was like, let's go on a date. So I was like, cool, we go get our food and we go into the lodge, and he was like, where would you like to sit? And I said, over there on the sofas in the lodge, all the way to that way. He comes in and he sees Joy all the way to the right. And he goes, let's go sit with all of them. And I was like, that is not a motherfucking date. So he goes and sits not next to me, but he sits next to Joy and the other girls. And I was like, okay. So I was fine with that. And then he immediately sits down and he's like, ha ha ha. Someone started a rumor that I was tonguing Symone down. And he basically was using that as an opportunity to dismiss me in front of everyone else. And I was like, oh, that's what we're doing?
So, wait, so he tongued you down?
No. He never tongued me down. He kissed me. But what he was saying, he was acting like it never happened at all.
On the lips?
No, I was getting my makeup done in the makeup chair, eyes totally closed. No one was around. Some type of way he had come in the makeup area, and when my eyes are closed, he kisses me as the makeup artist is doing my eyes, and I'm scared. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, and I looked and I was like, him, and I was like, oh, good morning. He was like, good morning. I was like, good morning, and I kissed him back on his cheek. But it was the fact that it'd be one thing if he's like, but he was basically trying to act like he didn't kiss me at all. And I was like, no, let's be clear. You did not tongue me down. There was no tongue involved. This is season. I was like, but you did kiss me. And he was trying to dismiss that in front of Joy and all these other people, literally making me to be a liar. So I was like, okay, I see what's going on. When she's over here, you act like this. When Wynter's over here, like, so I was like, that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to love me enough. You saw me say that on reunion part 1. I'm going to love me enough. I'm going to tap out. I'm unwilling to be anyone's secret.
Yeah.
Ian.
But if pursued you and really like dated you, you would have continued to date him?
I mean, basically, you mean if he was a different person? Yes.
Let's treat a different person. You wanted to be.
I mean, if he would have pursued me, that would be a whole nother person, you know? Like,
somebody said that was on the cheek. I mean, if it was on the cheek, do you think it was like he was?
But but here's the thing: if it wasn't a big deal, why is he lying about it even happening?
Yeah.
Why is he lying about it happening? And the only other person he kissed on the cheek was Wynter, the other girl that was also in his top. So yeah. So my point is just like, it's all silly.
Okay, so what other questions do y'all have for Miss Symone? Because all the questions, now that I'm looking at these questions, girl, they asking about me, and they asking me how to peel a pineapple. Hello.
Actually, tell us. I'd like to know.
You do not peel a pineapple, okay? You gotta chop it off at the.
Oh, you just cut it.
Cut it, and then like kind of shimmy it on down and get the little stuff out the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I need an endorsement with Dole. I do. I need an.
Oh, let's work on it. I'm too extra. Understandable. I ain't for everybody, but I can. But I am for some great ones. That's one thing that's so funny. Like, I think I was one of the few girls on the show when they were like, "What's your dating issue?" And I was like, "I got too many, and they're not great quality, or they're like super successful, but they get on my nerves."
Yeah,
it varies.
They're asking about, somebody keeps saying this about the show being filmed in the summertime. Put a Ring on It was filmed in August and in September, and y'all's was like what?
August, September.
Yeah.
So same.
What are your thoughts about Adriana?
I just think she's such a joy. I think she did nothing wrong. I think the way that she moved was what you're supposed to do. And it's just so interesting to me that I felt like she got a lot of heat because she was the only girl who had two solid options that were truly vying for her.
Mm-hmm.
That were like, I want this girl. Like, that didn't shift, you know? And it was like, because she was exploring both options. Joy had two options too, but it was very clear, I think, amongst us that it was really Jay that was her focus and Edwin was her friend. Yeah. But Adriana had like two sexy men that were vying for her, and people were, you know, but I also think the way they chopped it, they made her look real dingy and stuff. She's actually really smart. She's funny. She's calm. Like, her and Alex would really kind of keep me poised and stuff like that. Because also, like, you know, when you get to the point when you're like, I only like one man. He lives in Houston. I know where to find him. I started to get kind of over the process. I was like, let me go home. I want to use my cell phone because they took my phone.
Right. Somebody said, Symone, have you ever had a pineapple kiss? I mean, they asked you because I have only had a pineapple exchange.
I've never had a pineapple kiss, but I'm gonna ask for one. The next time I get a pineapples on a good day, but you're gonna have to get his COVID test first.
Right. Do you think that, what is your girl, Naya, and what's your boy, the Quiet Storm girl? How do you feel about what was done, like, with their situation?
Well,
honestly, that's kind of weird. Like, not weird, but I feel like you could have handled it differently, maybe.
Oh, hold on, pause before I see. Yes, Steve Harvey did hit me up with Lonzo Lazo. Yep, that's right. Okay, keep going. Sorry. So you talking? Sorry, girl, it's my ADD. So I mean, it didn't look good. When we were in that meeting, and she said, "I don't know, Chris." Y'all saw my face. I said, "Oh."
Right.
And I started to be like, well, maybe Chris. I was trying to like help explain Chris because, you know, I let everybody love them, Mr. Chris. I was trying to explain for Chris, and she was like, we don't need your help. I was like, oh, yes, ma'am.
Right. Because, see, like, from just a viewer, you know, I know you lived it, but from a viewer, it appears that, I mean, of course, we could have our opinions. We could want our man to pay for everything and do everything or whatever. I get that. But I think it's a way to handle that, and not to just write somebody off like, oh, I never liked them. I never did this. I never did that. You know, that's the part I think that people kind of felt a way about her, was that part. It's like you want to totally dismiss him.
No, I hear it, but I kind of think it was true. She meant it. By that, what I mean is, you know, because we have girl talk. Mm-hmm. The gist of it, when she was talking about how much she enjoyed her date. Mm-hmm. And this may have been off camera, but her gist was, he would have never been my type back home. I would have never explored that. But she said, he asked me, so I said, yes, I want to go on a date. So I think that's what she may have meant when she said, I obliged him. What she meant is, he's not my type, but he was kind to me. He asked me on a date. And I was like, sure.
Right. Kissing this man, regardless, you're kissing this man. So if you're kissing this man and then all of a sudden he says the wrong thing, you can't just dismiss it and say, oh, I had no feelings.
Right.
You can telling everybody, oh, y'all just seeing this, but this is our fourth or fifth kiss or whatever it was. But it's just like,
wow. No, that's true. And at the end of the day, like, these people gonna see this. You know, we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
And that was the thing too. He seemed like he was. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Of course,
Trey, get off my live. You owe me money. That's my little cousin, Trey. Sorry.
Girl, I'm about to say, who owe you money?
My cousin. I know he don't owe me money, but I miss you, Trey. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
But no, and that's the thing. I don't know. Did you deal with that on your show? Sometimes you would really want to say certain things, but you're like, but they're going to see this. And I'm like, so as you can see, I'm very unfiltered, but as unfiltered as I am, I don't like hurting people's feelings. Yeah. I'm not going to say something that I think is going to hurt your feelings. I might say something that I think is funny, and maybe it doesn't come off as funny as I thought, you know, and that the joke fails, but I'd never try to say anything that would hurt your feelings or where you personally would be a butt of a joke.
Right. And that's the thing. On our show, we would say certain things about maybe the singles or something that we really felt, and I would notice it wouldn't be aired. And I understand that was, you know, definitely to protect some of the things that may have been said about some of the singles. I get that. But on our show too, like when people would say certain things, we would definitely call them out on it, and we would say it. It might not be shown, but just something like that where you just totally dismiss somebody like that, like they never existed. It's just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, that was tough. But I do feel like she wasn't as attracted to him as viewers may have thought initially, right? So, right. Then when Edwin slid up in there, because remember, Edwin had so much growth that you didn't see on camera. And a component of that was him deciding, yes, he is open to having children. Because you remember, Naya is ready to take a turkey baster and put that up that hoo-ha if necessary type of thing. Not really. Naya is ready yesterday to start a family. So when Edwin was initially saying he didn't want kids, well, that was not going to work for her. So then when he, opened up, it was like, okay, pussy wide open. But people were making comments about, like, were people sleeping together? No, I don't think they were. Honestly, you know why I know they probably weren't? Because after the whole Wynter's room situation, everybody was like, we ain't.
I was about to ask. First of all, we saw Wynter going with prayer Bible study in Jay's room. We saw that.
That was midnight. That was midnight watch service.
Midnight watch service. That's what it was. It was a watch service. So
it was ministering to him.
Laying on the hands. Right. Get it. My question is, though, were you having watch service in somebody's room?
I tried.
In your room. I got to be very technical with a lawyer, baby, because you will go all around.
Oh, good question. No, so what's funny is there was a guy that I liked, and I went to go, like, knock on his door. I saved, like, some of his favorite treats. I saved them. And I went to go bring them. Production wouldn't let me.
Wait. You saved whose treats?
I didn't tell you who. But a gentleman. I saved some treats for him. I'm a gift giver. I love giving gifts. And so I just went to go, like, bring it to him, and they were like, where are you going? And I was like, to go get my man some treats.
You hear me? Is it cookies? Were you saving cookies?
Not my cookies, not Buttercup.
All right.
No, not Buttercup. It was like, I think it was like some Cheez-Its. I found some Snickers. And, like, we were on a resort, right? So those little luxuries, like, when you overhear your crush saying, oh, my favorite candy is this. The moment I saw it, I was like, oh.
We already know what crush you're talking about because I know your crush.
Nobody asked you, girl.
Okay, so no watch services for you.
No, I didn't. But I would be open to it, honey. Ain't that right? I like a little midnight snack. But
okay.
No, I just
Somebody say this is boring. Boring?
Okay. No problem.
Ask your question.
Absolutely.
Wynter being giddy about the late night footage with Jay, but upset with you for busting them with the shirtless phone dip.
And that was it. And that was at like 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night. I'm like,
ooh. Why y'all had all of these singles? Were y'all like on a different floor or something? Like
no, my room was next to Wynter's. It's next to her.
Okay. No, I'm saying the girls. The girls was on one
now,
floor.
Everybody was on the same floor. The makeup area was in the middle. So like there's like a lot. It's a lodge in the middle. So it's two wings, the girls' wing and the boys' wing. And you're allowed to go across, but what would be messed up is like production would pick and choose who they would let be, like go over there or do this and that. And I was like, that's kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We grown.
So what kind of lawyer are you?
I do injury, actually, because I love storytelling. I love helping injured people. And so I do wrongful death. I do class actions. I do multi-million-dollar litigation for injured people. So people who died 18-wheeler wrecks or all kind of stuff like that.
Somebody not a felon. I have a high credit score. So it's
Somebody said that?
Yeah, they say I'm not a felon and I have a high credit.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, send your photo into my DM, honey.
Oh, so would you have read, because all the other Ready to Love show, I've watched all of them. All of the other ones were where the people were at home in their hometown.
Yes.
Would you have preferred it to be like that?
1,000%. Here's why. 1,000%. So at first I was like, oh, I want to go to the resort. Really, I want to go to the resort because I wanted a free vacation. I thought it would be like a free vacation.
Right.
It was so emotionally tolling. Your mic from 9 a.m. when you leave your room until like, they would have you be up until like 1 a.m. the next day. Mm-hmm. And so you don't have time to process your emotions. It's very difficult to be the same person that you are back home because you don't even have time to check in on yourself.
Is it me? And she frozen, y'all.
I'm coming back. Can you see me now?
See, it's not.
Okay, I'm back now.
Kinda. Wait.
Is it better?
Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah. No, so basically I would have rather it be home because back home, like you can have a conversation with somebody on the phone and get to know them. But instead, all our conversations had to be in person. It had to be like with cameras in your face. And so people are not willing to share certain things about themselves with the camera in their face. So like when I say, like when I talk about, like, for example, Jay and Joy, they had a strong connection. I mean, they truly were adored each other. And the fact that they're not together today, it might be like, or any of the others, because there's 3 couples there. I think in part because we don't have time to develop and ask the hard questions. You're not going to answer it. Like, you know, ain't nobody gonna tell you they had a foreclosure or their credit is bad or, you know, or they got a real baby mama drama. They're not gonna say that on TV. They're gonna tell you more about who they really are, or you're gonna see it when you get back home. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, Denise is live.
I am listening, Chris 10 PYT. I'm reading the comments and listen. I can multitask, okay? What questions do y'all have? Because somebody asked, do y'all want a question about for me? What is the question? Because I'm curious. Like, I mean, this is about the union.
Somebody said, how was wedding planning going?
Girl, next.
I know. How many weeks? How did these two? Oh, let's answer that. How did we become friends? Okay. Go ahead. You tell them, Ashley.
No, girl, I'm laughing at the rest of these comments. Okay, so honestly, it was just really random. Like, once we got on this show, we kind of we connected that way. And Symone actually was the one that connected with me and was like, hey, boo, we're pretty much, you know, network it now. So, hey, you know, and then from there.
Yeah, I DM'd you.
She did. And we got really cool that way. She's really down to earth. What y'all see is really what y'all get. And I'm down to earth, too. So we kind of just clicked and just from there, it's just been my play cousin, my cousin.
Yes, exactly, play cousins. We're not real cousins, y'all. We're play cousins. That's like the running joke. Because she lives with my family in New Orleans, and I'm very random. And so I saw her, and I was like, "Oh, she looks like fun. I want to be her friend." And that's me. That's how I do. And so she was like, "Okay, you're not weird. I'll be your friend too."
Right.
It's grown from there. Hey, boo, I'm on live real quick. Oh yeah. Oh, my friend brought me home with some gumbo.
Oh.
So I think the questions are kind of the same. So I'll answer the Alonso question just to clarify that. So basically, y'all, what happened is in 2014, my cousin, who's like my sister, like my keister, Noella, she got asked to be on the Steve Harvey show because she had wrote in like a dating question. But she's a little more shy than I am. So I went with her. And the show ended up being about how I was the worst wing woman ever. And Steve was like, Noella, I'm going to hook you up. And so that Symone can get some business of her own, I'm going to hook Symone up with somebody too. And that person, and they had me do a very intricate like dating questionnaire. And I wrote on there, biggest day, I said, no athletes, no engineers, because I get them on my own. And I didn't feel like, I don't take them seriously. That wasn't the life that I wanted. So, and then they start calling me on the phone and they're like, oh, so-and-so from the Chicago Bears. I said, what did I tell y'all? No athletes, no engineers. So anyway, guy comes out. So then the guy ends up being Alonso. And what was interesting is he told Steve that he wanted to he was ready to be in a relationship. And he was like, but I don't want to date anyone in the industry. So here it is, him saying he don't want no person in the entertainment industry. And I'm saying I don't want no person in the entertainment industry. We both were Black Catholics. We both went to Catholic school our whole lives. We both worked in finance. He used to work on Wall Street. I was a finance major, whatever. And so Steve thought that'd be a good idea. And long story short, we went on one date, like the same, right after the show.